And now I want to get into the very sensitive and horrific scene between Bix and the Imperial officer. I don't think I can say the word that is implied here, so I'm just going to dance around it. This Imperial officer is obviously eyeing Bix. He always comes to her when she's alone. He tries to get her to come with him to get drinks in a nearby town. And then he comes to her when she's alone in the trailer without Brasso or Wilmon. And what ensues is an attempted sexual assault on Bix. Something I really never thought I'd see in Star Wars. And my issue with the scene isn't the inclusion of it, because this is well within the confines of what the Empire would be doing at this point in the timeline. Andor as a show has been an exploration of power and what it does to people, and how the Empire has exploited the galaxy in every conceivable way. So an attempted sexual assault from a high-ranking officer on a civilian is not outside the realm of possibility. Where I take issue with this scene is where Bix has a line where she physically says, "He was trying to blank me." I don't think I could say the word for YouTube or for any streaming platform, so I'm just not going to say it. But her saying the R word, I think, has a huge impact on kids watching Andor or Star Wars in general. Andor is a mature show. There's no doubt about it. It's the most mature Star Wars show we've ever gotten. But I always fall back to George Lucas and his principles for Star Wars. Star Wars, at the end of the day, should be for kids. It should be for adolescents coming into their own. And I personally don't think that Star Wars should be the thing that introduces that word to a younger generation. It is a terrible, horrific reality of our world that every kid will eventually learn about, but I don't think Star Wars should be the thing to spur that conversation. I don't know how many families are watching Andor together. I know if I was at home, I'd be watching with my dad, no matter what age I was. We would be watching the new Star Wars show together. Or if I was watching with my sister Jen and I was 10 or 12 years old and this scene happened and I heard that word for the first time, I think it would bring up a lot of uncomfortable conversations to be had among the family at that point. And that's not me denying the reality of it, and that's not me saying that it should never be talked about. I just don't think Star Wars should be the conduit to tell kids what that word is and what that act is. I thought the act itself, the implication of the act on screen, was enough to be effective. And I'm not trying to limit Tony Gilroy and his creative freedom. I think he had a point to make here. I think he wanted to fight to use that word, and I think there's a lot of passion and there's a lot of intention behind him including that word in here. I don't think he just threw that in here. However, I think restraint would have been better with this scene and with that word in particular. So that's my thoughts on this scene. I think the scene is extremely effective. It made me feel, like I said, very dirty to watch. It really ends this arc on such a low, dark moment that it really sticks with you. And I appreciate moments like this that make you feel that way. My only issue, like I said, is coming down to the word being included itself.